right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is it, game number 3. To determine which team moves on in the lower finals and which team will be eliminated here from the South American region qualifiers for the China Major coming up. As we got ThunderPredator and INF.Y going to a game number 3. I'm Breaky CPK, joined by Elevated once again, and ThunderPredator this time is going to get their hands on Mr. Grimstroke, as we see right here. So they had the first pick, again, not being banned. I mean, yes, it was pretty impactful last game, both in the laning phase as well throughout a couple of soul binds that were very noticeable. So again, we are seeing why this hero is being priority banned by a lot of teams. He's made it through 2 games now, though, in this series. Will it be another victory this time for ThunderPredator? We'll have to wait and see. Elevated, are you back yet? The answer is yes, he is back. All right, cool. Welcome back.
Thank you. Another Grimstroke.
ThunderPredator picking it up this time with their first pick. So INF.Y is like, well, there goes our plans, and now they're going to take 45 seconds to figure it out. Okay, they're going to go Lich into Sand King.
Sounds like very strong kill lane.
I like it. Thunder's pretty much saying, you know what, this works pretty good for you guys. We'll take it.
We'll take your draft, and that should be GG, right?
Yeah, just call it here. No point to play. No, it's that was the other thing too. Juggernaut, again, it's whether that was the changes or more so just not had a free kind of laning phase to farm with. I don't know, but Juggernaut was pretty scary last game.
Yeah, he really did have a completely free game, and once that Battle Fury timing came up,
10 seconds
easy Rosh, he was pretty much untouchable. Especially with that Tinker March backing him up the whole time.
It's another hero to look out for down the line, but of course still a bit of bans and picks to happen before that would be coming out.
Yeah, Sand King is pretty brutal to lane against for most melee cores, including Juggernaut, so should have a little bit of a tougher lane this time around.
That Sandstorm sitting inside of it. That actually sounds like a fun combo, the Sand King with the Lich. You throw the Frost Shield up on Sand King, and he runs around in that Sandstorm next to somebody with the Frost Shield. You just can't get out.
Yeah, gap closer as well with Burrow Strike, and
10 seconds remaining.
A lot of DPS on top of that.
5 seconds remaining.
So now third pick for INF.Y. Going up against a Juggernaut and a Grimstroke already. I mentioned last game, something like a Bane against Juggernaut feels pretty good as far as a support option. So there is still that. Axe is yet again banned. Yeah, the Magnus ban we mentioned. There was one more that stood out, but Enigma, yeah.
Yep.
That's what it was. But
yeah,
they
probably not going to see the Enigma just because they have the Sand King already. I think only a few people have really been running the Enigma 4. It's usually being seen in the off lane. Although it would be a pretty scary combo with the Lich ultimate and the Sand King ultimate on top of a black hole.
Yeah, team fight would be pretty good. They got that taken care of.
Radiant team
especially if they were to do that. But okay, we're going to see the Rubik again. For those that may have missed it, game 1, it was a Robo-Z Rubik, a.k.a. mid-Rubik. Didn't necessarily do the best ultimately. I mean, there's just more the lineup was maybe a little off, but I guess he individually did actually pretty good.
Yeah, good laning stage, but as a core Rubik tends to do, falls off when everybody else gets stronger.
They pick Bane for themselves. So both sides having that amplifying of status resistance, or negative status resistance, I guess. As a result of that pick there, INF.Y. Again, and this could also now be a support Rubik, though. Let's
10 seconds
not forget
remaining.
that. To pair up with the Lich.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I think I'd prefer to see it as a support Rubik and pick something more traditional. You are dealing with a Juggernaut who is a pretty strong hard carry, and just the fact that there's a Grimstroke who has the ability to get on top of the Rubik pretty easily with INF.Y, the silence as well, making his life much more difficult.
Phantom Assassin's still there. Decent against Juggernaut. Gap closer with the Lich Frost Armor or Shield. Seems like a decent pick here. I mean, they got a Bane lockdown, but...
Dragon Knight.
Ooh, Dragon Knight, okay. So, yeah, probably going to be the support Rubik now for sure. DK mid would be the guess, and so just going to say there's safe lane for the last pick.
DK, always just a very stable hero, something you kind of pick when you just need a hero to tie your draft together. It does a lot, has the initiation factor, the tower pushing factor, and usually lose the lane. So
5 seconds remaining.
In this deciding game where they have the chance to move on and play for that major spot, going with a very safe pick.
So Thunder Predator, they have a lot of time to think about this, though. Obviously, haven't really dipped into that reserve time yet. Offlaner, Centaur still there? No, he was banned. More of the traditional offlaners are banned. I guess Doom is still there. They wanted to pick him up. Yeah, no reason why Doom wouldn't be good here, I would think. I guess giving up Doom to Rubik could be a little scary, but ideally
I'd like to see them pick something to combo with the Bane. I mean, we might see something like a Mirana here. Yeah, I think pairing something with the Bane looks much stronger in terms of having kill potential on whatever safe lane showing up. It is going to be a last pick safe laner, so they're taking their time figuring out how they actually want to deal with the fact that they're going to have what you would expect to be a good safe lane pick.
A Monkey King. Yeah. It's not like he's necessarily good in a DK either.
Sounds pretty good again with a Grimstroke pairing. You get the INF.Y on top. Monkey King's naturally a fast hero. He's going to be able to stack up the Jingu and then stun off the Grimstroke and then chain that into his own stun.
5 seconds remaining.
Stroke of Fate also slowing people down for Monkey King to be able to stack up the Jingu. And this may very well be a mid Monkey King going up against the Dragon Knight as well.
Radiant team back.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was thinking. But again, go back to my point. I mean, his being physical presence is going up against that Dragon Blood of Dragon Knight. So ideally, DK should be able to hold his own pretty well in that matchup.
Yeah, it would be a little bit rough in the early stages, but as he gets more levels in Dragon Blood, for sure. Stabilizing the lane, but still pretty open-ended for Thunder Predator.
5 seconds remaining.
Although I want to say that we've seen Jamari run the Monkey King before, so this could very well be a last pick offlaner for them.
Yeah, you see the Enigma ban from Infamous Young. Interesting. We were thinking maybe Infamous would be the ones to potentially pick that up, but obviously at this point that wouldn't happen.
Let's see, for a carry against a Juggernaut and Monkey King with these cores.
Would Lycan be good? Lycan, I haven't seen him in a while.
Lycan could be okay. Gives them a lot of push. Puts them a little bit on a clock, though.
Ooh, you know what? The new CK, their AoE clear is not the greatest.
CK would definitely be very good against Jug and Monkey King. The Void was another hero that I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Does have that, ability to chrono the Juggernaut as well to deal with the magic community. We could see some double Fiend scripts here coming out with the Grimstroke Bane. Sounds pretty fun.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
5 seconds remaining.
And there's the Mirana.
Huh, so they did end up going back to that, yeah. Definitely towards that mid-Monkey King. What is it?
Anti-Mage.
You may now select your hero.
Classic. The classic anti-mage.
Yeah, it's one of those. It wasn't the most obvious anti-mage game, but I suppose it's not horrible either. Bane's always going to be annoying, but
yeah, he is gonna. You know, they have decent tools to deal with him with the Bane and the Grimstroke Silence, but not all that much he has to worry about once he gets a Manta style. And his team is quite aggressive as 4 and good at fighting as 4, so seems like a pretty good anti-mage game. The Thunder Predator lineup doesn't scream extremely high tempo, although they do have the ability to get aggressive early with the likes of the Grimstroke and the Bane.
Yeah, this is it on the line. Infamous Young choosing the final pick, Anti-Mage, as their comfort hero to attempt to move on to the lower finals. As I meant to check that earlier, let me double check that. Once again, it looks like according to
Pain was up 1-0.
Yeah, no, Pain was up, but so I guess they're still in game number 2. The Dota buff isn't showing up for me, unfortunately. So I maybe assume they might still. That sounds like it might be a longer game, actually, if that's the case. So we'll see. Oh no, it is 1-1. I got confirmation here. One of the admins suggested it is 1-1 in the series right now. Apparently, Steam is down. By the way. Oh wow. Yeah, I guess there's some routine maintenance according to the Steam stat. Interesting. Well, we're in a game, so at least we're good.
Yeah, guess so.
Just don't leave.
Prepare for battle.
All right, so it is interesting. We do have Jamari picking up the Tune is on the Monkey King.
Oh, okay.
Looking to run the Monkey King against the Sand King, I guess, because Sand King, a hero that wants to be up in the creep wave, bullying you off the wave. Monkey King does the same thing. He's pretty good at counteracting that. You see Monkey King picked up against the likes of Doom and Axe for that very reason.
Just what I've been waiting for.
Although he may end up going to the mid lane. Still remains to be seen, since he is pretty decent against the Dragon Knight in lane as well.
Mm-hmm.
But the classic Bane Mirana combo in the top lane should give Anti-Mage some problems.
Yeah, that's going to be tough. I mean, again, Lich is annoying, but by himself, I don't know, I guess if he throws it up on Anti-Mage, though, with a Frost Shield, then it's going to be tough to obviously kill him, but yeah, it still seems like, to your point, it's going to be difficult harassment to deal with for the Anti-Mage. He's probably going to get Counterspell early on, though, at least. I could see him getting that 1-point Counterspell early on. Try to time it.
Begins.
Stop the Enfeeble and sleep and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Counter Brain Sap? How would that work?
They just steal the same amount from each other.
Nothing happen.
Yeah, that sounds all right.
Yeah.
I just realized how weird the scaling is on this ability in terms of the cooldown reduction. 4 seconds, then
it's
4 seconds per level.
Seconds a level, yeah. It does look funky, though. 15, 11, 7, and then 3 seconds. Yeah, that's just absurd still. God, just seeing that. Again, get an Octarine core. There's like 0.2 second downtime.
Please don't get an Octarine core on Anti-Mage.
That is the future. Octarine core Anti-Mage. All right, anyways. He actually hasn't even leveled anything yet, so holding off for now. Bottom lane, Sandstorm. Level 1 is out. Obviously not the biggest radius yet, but still, let the leveling of Sandstorm begin. Juggernaut getting some good last hits in, though. INF.Y, Matthew's just running at Rubik. He's going to get an auto attack or 2 off as well before turns around.
That's the thing about this hero. It really does feel like if you just INF.Y, they actually escape, which guarantees you a big burst of damage and a nice long stun as well.
Monkey King 7-1 against the DK. That's 7-1. Dragon Bud level 1 so far, but yeah, as that starts adding up, Got a little bit more top lane. He's in trouble. He got the Frost Shield at the last second, but at that point he had like 5% life, so it really didn't matter. mitigation. I think
We've seen Bane Mirana dominate many a lane over the last couple of years.
A canary.
So not too surprised.
So they should have picked a safer carry, is what you're saying?
I mean, there's really no safe carry against this combo.
Yeah, life stealer.
I mean,
Pop that rage.
I guess so. Yeah, that's about it.
Bottom tanking. Whew. Pops the salve. He's good. Thanks to Rubik though, especially get that lift timing. Very close call. He had to be at like 10 life, I want to say.
Denied.
Does survive though. Keep checking back in this middle lane, and yeah, Toon's having a comfortable time. 14-4 now against that 10-1 DK. Every time he steps up, of course, he just starts thwacking him, and now he's got the full charges. Only level 1 boundless strike. He'll just throw it out there. Push the creep wave in a little bit.
DK is fine though. He has a salve. Has those 2 levels of Dragon's Blood.
And we are good.
I almost feel bad.
As Juggernaut heads over here. And the way that Thunder Predator's been playing this series, you'd almost think that I was going to ask the question, are we going to see the Battle Fury this time on Juggernaut? I pretty much want to say yes. Hell, we'll probably see it on both him and Monkey King.
Yeah, maybe. I definitely think that they could use a Silver Edge against this DK. Anti-Mage as well, to be honest. And Attune, known for being a greedy player, however, so
Yeah.
it's certainly possible that he ends up just going that as well. Although it does seem fairly redundant to have Battle Fury on both their melee cores.
Yeah, obviously I'm a little sarcastic when I say that, but at the same time, it's like, maybe. Maybe. But no, I would not expect that. At least we see the Wraith bands coming out, so keep an eye on that to see how that, again, progresses. Top lane, Mirana's. She's only got 12 CS, but 10 denies now. That's pretty insane here at the top lane. Denying quite a bit away from the Dire side, and of course even getting some extra gold as a result of that too.
Denied.
On Mirana.
Anti-Mage,
12.
kind of in Strugglesville. If you compare his CS to the safe laner on the other side.
That was
Mari's Juggernaut.
Yeah, that was a good job with the counterspell there. So he did get the 1 level in it, and he saw Bane. Bane actually flanked him, and he popped it and blinked, so Bane couldn't do anything about that. So that is a good combo to get away.
Are you even trying?
Bane trying to stop their jungling performance. But Anti-Mage will come over to help secure it and, again, get a bit of farm himself. Bottom lane, Blade Fury's up. There's that Inkswell combo. That's a good one right there.
And on top of the Blade Fury means that you can't lift him to run away farther. And lots of damage coming out as well with that stun on top of the Blade Fury.
5 minutes. Jamari gets it. And you know that combo reminds me of, actually, is a Crystal Maiden Juggernaut, a classic combo. Because like the Crystal Maiden's slow on top of the freeze, but except he has a built-in 1 ability with the Inkswell.
Yep.
So that's strong. Strong result there.
Seems like a pretty good hero.
Theme of this patch. It's strong.
A lot of people were scared of Grimstroke being Captain's mode.
Bane, he's went too deep right here, it feels like. Oh, okay, now that actually isn't too bad. However, the arrow just goes right on through. Nana was able to avoid it.
Speed
and now Mirana, though, is dealing some decent damage. If she had mana for a Starstorm, that's probably a kill, but fortunately for her, she did not.
Yeah, Anti-Mage continues to struggle, however. He's well behind both Attune's Monkey King and Jamari's Juggernaut. And Anti-Mage definitely fires faster than both of these heroes, even if all 3 of them were in Battle Fury, to make sure that he doesn't fall too far behind.
Attune, fully charged again. DK, though, level 3 Dragon Blood. He has a Bracer now. I mean, he's not killing him, not surprising. Bottom lane, at least Valkyrie has an escape with the Burl Strike, but the other Inkswell stun hits, and 1 more attack will do him, and even gets a crit just for safe measure. Puts down the ward, heals on up. It's proven to be very difficult to deal with 4-0 hero kills, but look at that 5,000 net worth lead already. Dear God, 6.5 minutes in. Yeah, I didn't realize it was going to be that high at this point. None of the cores are getting anything on the Dire side. Well then.
I guess I've gotten
Grace.
I got 3 of the bounty runes, which also helps. But man, that is a massive difference. Although I guess RoboZ is also getting dominated in lane at the point in CS. So
Tonight.
I went away for a split second on the bottom lane. Sure enough, he runs at Rubik, presses R and gets the kill middle lane. Grimstruck setting up, pops the Inkswell. Gonna hit the stun? No, decides better of it. 2 TPs coming in, so yeah, safe play, just run away. Only got the reaction. So kind of a minor victory there, I suppose. You constantly see Anti-Mage, yeah, he's over here just farming the pole camp. That's
Dire's top tower
it's
is
a grim
under
state to
attack.
be in, but he is going up against Grimstruck. Paracha. Sorry, I had to.
nice one. He's actually not against Grimstruck. It's the Mirana and Bane in lane, but I mean,
Oh, the other two. Come on, just it was so perfect. You just had to ruin it. And that's
Yeah,
a dead
I mean,
sanking again.
this Anti-Mage, he is struggling. He might actually die here.
Another brain sap. Too. Yeah, eats a mango. This is a kill. Yeah, the counter spell's gonna wear off, and there you go. You were right.
Must have reminded
He
him
did
of
actually die.
someone he hated.
This one is looking like it might be a pretty fast game, to be honest. This Anti-Mage is only level 4 at 8 minutes into the game. Meanwhile, Mirana, same lane, level 7.
Bottom lane, Rubik. Seen this before. Deja vu.
Radiant's bottom tower
Not much
is
you can do
under
about
attack.
that. Because it's not only the Inkswell, but it's obviously the Phantom Embrace coming out too. From Grimstroke. So you're silenced up, slowing down, blades spinning all around you. Might as well
Doesn't
tell
sound very fun to be a support in that
no.
lane.
No. Yeah, hell, even the core. Sand King, even with a Burrow Strike, is having trouble. Top lane, they threw an arrow out. They're going to catch Lich, so the arrow missed. However, arrow's back up in 6 seconds. They might not even need it at this point. Pamplonas keeps on getting blocked. Bane just simply kept running at him, and
Top tower is
obviously
under
Anti-Mage
attack.
is nowhere to be seen. He's all the way over here now. Says, I'm done with that lane. You can have it, Lich.
Dire's
So it's starting to
top
feel a little
tower
bit of
is under
some
attack.
shades of yesterday for Infamous Young, where the early game just was sort of like a series of deaths for the entire first 10 to 15 minutes of the game, and 7K net worth lead at 9 minutes.
It's hard to overcome.
They don't really have any tools to come back in until they have the blink daggers up either. So
Yeah. Oh, they might get a kill here finally. Grimstork went too deep.
My end.
So he is going to be taken out. Rubik takes him out with the Fade Bolt. There you go, get on the scoreboard, and somehow that's only worth not even
Dire's
200
bottom
gold,
tower is under attack.
even though they're down
Yeah.
9-0. And
the change, it's all about the change to the gold mechanics from the recent patch, where it's based off of the hero's net worth and doesn't have that team comeback gold mechanic built into it anymore. So it's actually better as support on a winning team if you're dying for your team, because you're not
Yeah.
feeding like massive amounts of gold.
that is noticeable, because even the Bane right there, he only gave up 140 gold
Dire's bottom tower
to
is
the
under
Rubik.
attack.
Holy crap.
Yeah, he's actually lower net worth than the Rubik, so
Yeah.
makes sense.
Triple
Dire's
Wraithband
bottom
online
tower
for
is under
Anti-Mage.
attack.
He's getting somewhere.
Battle Fury pretty close to being completed on Jamari, however. And Anti-Mage is just now starting his work towards his. No
Dire's
no
bottom
boots,
tower
no
is
treads,
falling.
nothing on this Anti-Mage. Feeling a little bit desperate.
Easy kill right there on Rubik. Set up with the sleep. You know what happened after that. Doesn't have his enfeeble, but obviously doesn't really need it right now. In total control of this game. Safe to say. You mentioned that Battle Fury, almost there. The Echo Saber, almost there. And those Echo Saber especially, I suppose maybe not the Battle Fury, but gonna get the Battle Fury, then that next tier item, Manta Style, we'll see, whatever. And then they could just start rolling things over, because Anti-Mage, it's gonna be a while before his Battle Fury's online, and it might get worse as he's gonna blink right into Bane. Okay, yeah, he's gonna bait out the counter spell. It pops a Shrine even. He could just sleep him now, but he's not going to. He's just gonna watch him just
Dire's
use the
structures
Shrine.
Super
are
awkward.
fortified. Dire's
Bane's like, well, he's not
top
farming,
is
so I
under
guess I'm
attack.
kind of doing my job.
Yeah. That was great, actually. Staring at him. What did Rubik steal there? He stole the level 4 Stroke of Fate. Okay. Actually, on Rubik, that sounds really good. Because there's no windup, I assume.
Oh, yeah. I am curious to see how it looks.
Just get that insta-cast.
Well, they did add a little bit of a cast point to the spells that didn't have one.
True. TP to the top lane. Thunder Predator, they want to be aggressive here. Why not take full advantage of this massive lead that they have early on? Bane gonna cut through Monkey King. They get to sleep, and that's definitely a dead Rubik. The arrow's not even coming. Didn't need it. It's gonna hit Sand King. Oh, he actually dodged it, but Valkyrie, he's still actually in a very difficult spot.
Nice. He quelling bladed the tree, so Monkey King is stunned up.
Got him. Doesn't matter though. Get the aggro off of Mirana. They kill the tower, and bottom lane Tamari's just pushing in this whole time. He's, man, I feel like if he presses R there, that might have been a kill, honestly, against the anti-mage, but yeah, choosing not to. Middle lane, no Fiend's Grip yet. Hey, there's the R. AKA Omni Slash. He'll use it on Lich instead. Free kill. Now let's strike on 2. They're just going to 5-man death push now. That's what you do when you have a 9,000 net worth lead at 13 minutes in.
Although this is Thunder Predator, so they are back to farming. Looks like. Don't have the healing ward up, so Juggernaut happy he's just going to go find an ancient stack in the jungle. Says thank you very much, whoever did this.
Do the opposing supports still get gold, even though he takes it? They do, right?
Yes.
It puts a buff on it, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a little surprised they didn't just go for the tier 1 Dire Tower right there. I mean, they were all 5 right there after all. Just nah. Spread out, farm some more.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Take even more control of the jungle. Fiend's Grip. That's going to hit Sand King. Where's the support,
arrow?
though? There it is. He got the Sandstorm off, though.
No detection, however.
Oh, yeah. That's awkward. And now Bane's in trouble. That's going to be an epicenter use even. He sleeps. Oh, he's going to stay alive. No, never mind. He's dead. He's probably dead. I saw the animation. I thought he was actually living, but no.
Don't think they needed the epicenter there. First pulse came out when he was at about 5 HP. But at least another kill. Every little bit helps at this point, although, again, Bane only giving up 211 gold.
Yeah, so all 3 of their kills are on, 2 of them on Bane, 1 of them on Grimstroke, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, so not the most net worth gain from that. I suppose that means when they finally do kill these cores, if they do, then that's going to be a good chunk of gold their way. Obviously.
Let's be honest. I'm sure there will be a few overextensions here yet to come in this game. So we'll see some of those nice streaks being passed over.
Very true. Anti-Mage, what is he looking at? He's got his Perseverance. All right. Step 1 done. We get some bounty rune control in the meantime as well, but 3 of them should be taken by Thunder Predator, obviously with their map control. 4 heroes just roaming together at the bottom. Anti-Mage, of course, the only one that's not here.
DK closing in on the Blink Dagger, so that is one tool that they definitely need to be able to start pushing the tempo of their own.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
That is a Monkey King right here. Extra tree. So going to use the Moonlight Shadows. He also just got his Echo Saber.
Dire's middle
Being
tower
very patient, waiting for the right time. Guessing they have detection now. Yeah, they got dust up on Grimstroke. Oh, they found Anti-Mage. Sleep into a Fiend's Grip. Is he going to press R on the slash? He sure is. So you were thinking this whole time they're going to set up bottom, and nope, they find him. And now Dragon Knight runs right into them. Oh, boy.
Robo Z, why?
Yeah, it's almost like you knew that they were all there.
They just killed your buddy there.
That was a... I'm kind of not feeling it this game anymore move.
They're just going to go high ground.
Yeah.
Why not? They've got a catapult.
Yeah, there was no point of running there. It's you can tell it's maybe a little tilt's even coming in, and they got so close here in game number 3, on the verge of going to the lower finals here for a major spot, and they got ran over in all 3 lanes. So it's why not go uphill if you're Thunder Predator? Easy rack skill for sure.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Anti-mage still about 1,600,
Dire's middle barracks
1,400 gold
is
away
falling.
from his Battle Fury being complete. Still no boots or anything. I would not be surprised if we see GG come out here very, very soon.
Well, they're not going to go up again. They potentially will just do Roshan here, would be my guess. Obviously, they got the full map control. The Manta style even just delivered to the Juggernaut. Maelstrom's coming along
Dire's
for Monkey
top
King
shrine
nicely,
is
but yeah,
under
they
attack.
ping out Roshan. That's exactly where they're going. That's Infamous Young. I wonder if they're going to try a smoke play right here, but as to what accomplish, I suppose, is you're really not going to stop this Roshan. So
They don't even really have any team fight right now. Without the blink initiation from the Sand King.
Well, they're having fun. They're laughing a lot. Got that going for them. That's good. Keeping good spirits.
Roshan has fallen to the radiant.
It's the most important part. It is a game after all.
Only $1 million prize pool on the line ultimately. No big deal. No, it is a game. That's very true. Bane again going to catch Sand King, and there's the arrow. And then he Fiends grips the Lich to the side. Prada's just doing the work.
Oh, the crit on 2.
Yeah. Lich is no longer there. Diffusal on Mirana now, jeez.
This is about as one-sided a game as we've seen in quite some time.
The most one-sided of the patch, for sure. That we have definitely witnessed. And again, bit of an outdraft perhaps. The final pick, Anti-Mage, a very ambitious move. It's similar to the Tinker pick yesterday, it really is. Or that seems like one of the things for Infamous Young right now when it comes to their drafting. They've done it now a couple times where they're picking up a hero, maybe not fully thinking the lineup, the matchups and everything, and it clearly backfires. So
Yeah, all of their lanes were pretty rough. And without any pressure being put on the map from the laning stage on, Anti-Mage just literally has no game.
props to Thunder Predator though. Obviously playing very well, and got that 20,000 net worth lead at 20 minutes into the game. Bottom lane, Anti-Mage.
Expecting it. Nice job.
So it's going to allow him to TP out. Back up here. They catch Mirana. Soulbind supplied. Arrow comes out, hits Sand King. No one else is really here, though. Ooh, Rubik stole the arrow. Yeah, he's going to throw it out. Mirana? Oof. Almost got hit.
They only have Dust on the Lich, though, and he's way too slow to catch up. So, systematic move to the bottom lane by Jamari. Go ahead and push this out, start hitting the tier 2, and probably just go high ground immediately afterwards. Just have the Aegis. And Bane can try and get a couple wards up, see if he can find one of those pickoffs to start off the push yet again.
Jamari. God, a freaking Eagle song just purchased.
He's farmed.
Butterfly. It really is. It's 14.5k. What is his GP?
Dyer's
What's the
bottom
GP?
tower has fallen.
740. Okay, not bad. He's not an alchemist after all, but 740 this early on in the game sounds pretty good.
7-0-0 KDA.
Also pretty good.
The epi.
And that's an Aegis. Okay.
And there's a tune.
Oh, nope. Sleep. Okay, they got him. So they kill the Monkey King, but now coming back up, he does have an Omni Slash. He's not going to press it, though. Pops his Blade Fury instead and runs away for now. So the Epicenter hold is there. However, the Soulbind, no one was close enough to the Dragon. Oh, now they are. And there's the Omni Slash bouncing back and forth. It ended very quickly, though. And Jamari's getting low.
Targets.
Oh, no. He's going to spin out. They really are. The Mana Void explodes him. That's 3 dead. Jamari is still alive. He had the the Blade Fury going. And he's going to get out. Woo. Okay. Signs of Flash.
Yeah, missed the Mana Void on the Juggernaut. He tried to time it to get all 3 of them. Ended up just getting both supports, but every little bit helps at this point. He has finished his treads, working his way towards the Yasha. But yeah, that Omni Slash on the Vanguard plus Buckler Sand King with 2,000 HP and the Dragon Knife. Not the most effective use of that skill.
Yeah, didn't do a whole lot. Well, again, hanging in there. That's exactly what INF.Y is doing. Obviously, they still have 2 sets of racks that have already been destroyed. Even their tier 4 is starting to take, I guess, actually not much damage, only a couple of hits. But the point is, a massive hole to climb out of still. It's tapered off at about 20,000, though. Anti-Mage blinking in. There's the Moonlight Shadows. Immediately, they caught somebody over here. That would be Lich with the sleep. No arrows needed. Plenty of follow-up.
You should be honored.
With the free Bane kill.
Pamplona, man, he's running around with 800 HP. 22 minutes into the game. Brown boots, quelling blade, dust.
But he's got level 4 Frost Shield.
He does. That's all he really needs to do anyway. He's gonna keep these buildings.
No, exactly. I'm definitely kind of serious with that. It's like he's got level 4 Frost Shield. He's got the Chain Frost. Even a level 1 still doing plenty. Not doing too shabby. And Mirana gets Anti-Mage to blink away. Meanwhile, up here, they know he's up here probably, but not going to be able to find him.
Wow, full Solar Crest complete on Matthew. That's an item that is no longer that easy to get on a support, but I suppose when you have 2 lanes of racks at 23 minutes, probably get influx of gold.
A little easier.
Dire's bottom shrine has fallen.
Full Butterfly and Jamari.
Are scanning.
We just have a case of the Dire team. They continue to really just sit in their base because that's all they can do. And then thus the net worth continues to rise. They send Anti-Mage out every once in a while, and he just blinks back. Kills a couple creeps. Almost has the Manta Style.
Shrine is under attack.
Yeah, it's even with that.
Yeah, Thunder Predator, they have the good vision. They know when anyone leaves the base, and they're happy to just kind of clear out the rest of the map, get rid of the shrines, knowing that this net worth lead, it's already increased to 23,000.
Wow, that Fiend's Grip range! Oh my god, get Anti-Mage, the Omni Slash, it lasts forever!
Good game.
Jesus. That Aether Lens pickup on Bane, as well as the level 10 talent, completely caught Anti-Mage unready. So that should do it. That's going to be Megas at least. And yeah, they just called it GG. It's obviously been over for a while. The INF.Y is trying their best so to hang in there. Being an elimination match, can't blame them. But the end is here for them as far as the other side. Well played by Thunder Predator. And they are going to get a match in the lower finals now. 1 series away from a trip to the China Major in a couple of months from now. It's going to mean a lot for them. And obviously, I'm sure they're ready to compete. We don't know who they're going to be playing against yet, though. Either Paint Gaming or Test 123. They're currently in their own 3rd game, but that means our coverage is going to be wrapping up here, Elevated. So,
yep.
South America in the books, and our end at least. Obviously, 1 more series to determine ultimately that what will be a 2nd team. But it was fun. It was fun to cast not only 7.20, but see some of these players, especially that we're not as familiar with, and what some future holds for South America.
Yeah, absolutely. I always enjoy diving into some of the regions that I don't normally get to pay attention to. And, Thunder Predator, they've shown some good flashes of brilliance. I think they're going to have a pretty tough time playing against either Pain or Test 123, but, I'm saying there's a chance.
There's always a chance. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are wrapping up on this stream. Head over to the main stream once again. They're going to have not only Game 3 going on right now, but then it will be Thunder Predator versus the loser of that series. We'll play over there on that stream as well to determine the final team coming out of South America. Myself, Breaky CPK, joined by Elevated. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Until next time, congratulations one more time to Thunder Predator.